Okay, so we were on the history of ghee. So, this Prajapati person was doing a yajna. That is, he was performing a puja or a ceremony, like a holy ceremony, and he wanted something. So in Ayurveda, Agni is considered to be a god, so it's god of fire, and we usually serve something to the god of fire. So this Prajapati person or the king wanted to serve something to the fire. So he rubbed his hands. So he was kind of a powerful person, powerful king. So he rubbed his hands together and then ghee came out of his hands. This is just a history or a fun story on how ghee came into existence. And that's what he offered the god of fire. Now, what does ghee symbolize in Ayurveda? Ghee is a very responsible for basically creation or nourishment or healing. So, ghee has good healing properties. In Ayurveda, it's called grita. Okay, grita. Gri means to shine. So, when you eat ghee, technically your body and mind shines with this or burns with this radiant energy or this refined brilliance. Okay, and hence it's called grita in Ayurveda. So if you want to be having a good aura or a great refined brilliance, please eat ghee every day. Now let's look at what it fuels in your body. Ghee fuels intelligence, intellect and memory. So it's very good for your brain. And you know, your brain is made of 90% of fat. So fat would support fat, and ghee is the best fat for your brain. So indeed, it supports your intelligence, intellect, memory, a lot of things. Now, how it was traditionally made is very different than how ghee is made today. In this century, it's very easy. We just have to buy butter and let it sit in a pot and let it boil and watch it. But to make ghee in the ancient times, it was quite extensive, elaborate, in-depth process. So how they did it was they used to get whole milk. They used to make yogurt, so they used to ferment it, make yogurt, and then they used to add a lot of water to the yogurt, making it into takra, that is Indian buttermilk, and they used to churn it for a few hours, and then let it settle, and all the butter part would come out. So basically, the butter was made from yogurt, and that was the best method to make it. So the butter would come out on the layer and it would float up on the layer, and then they used to scoop out the butter, and that butter was then boiled to make ghee. So if you ever find a butter made with yogurt, that would be the best butter to make ghee. Or you can certainly try this process at home. It's quite easy, but it's totally worth it if you have time and energy to do that, or else this is the best way to go. Now also, how would you use ghee, and for what purposes can you use ghee? It can be used as an ingredient. Obviously you can use it as an oil for cooking. It's also great for beauty purposes. So to remove eye makeup, it's the best oil to remove your eye makeup. Also, if you have dry, cracked lips, especially now in the fall with this crazy weather, we tend to get dry skin, dry lips. So it's always better to have a little bit of ghee. Just take a little bit of ghee and put it as a lip balm. That would work. Or on your dry skin. So put it on your skin as a moisturizer, though you would smell like ghee and people may want to eat you up. But it's a really good moisturizer. So you can obviously use ghee as a moisturizer. It is also very cleansing and detoxifying, so eat it on an everyday basis. It's very hydrating, so if you're a massage therapist or you like doing massages, you can of course ask your massage therapist to massage you with ghee. It's so nourishing and it's so supportive to your skin cells. Also hair, if you're having dry follicles or split ends, just put a little bit of ghee on your like dry ends of your hair, and the dry follicles would just be moisturized and nourished. You wouldn't have split ends, dry hair. The best way to store ghee, let's look. Many people ask me, do I have to refrigerate ghee? How do I save it, or how do I keep it for longer amounts of time? So if you look at the process, we are heating ghee for quite a bit of time, right? For about 15 to 20 minutes. So the water content in the butter evaporates, so it doesn't have any water content in it. Also, it's like clarified butter, so it stays good for quite a bit. If you are putting it in a glass container and keeping it in a dry, cool place, ghee can stay good for about a year. So you do not have to refrigerate it. Very easy oil to use. Though during summers you might see, because ghee is very heat sensitive, it's very, very heat sensitive, but ghee tolerates high amounts of heat, so it's a very good oil for longer periods of cooking, or if you're cooking on high heat, ghee is the best oil to cook with. Now let's take a pause and see if you can. Our ghee is almost about to be ready. Now if you can see closely, you might see that there is, do you see, I took it out of the heat, and you would see that the edges are browning and there is a brown thing that is settled down at the pot. I think our ghee is almost ready. So we are gonna turn off the heat now and let it settle. If you observe during this time, you can also rewind the video and observe. The first time it froths up when it's melting, then it kind of settles down, and then it again froths up like this. Okay, when it froths up like this is when your ghee is almost ready. Okay, and if you see there, all the dairy part has settled down. Yeah. Okay, and if you look at this, so this is the golden, this is the golden yellow part of the ghee, and that is so nourishing and so soothing. Oh boy, I love ghee and I could literally chug this entire pot down, though I won't. Also, another thing to remember is that ghee is a very healthy fat to eat on an everyday basis. So I would suggest adding ghee to your diet, because if you're having sweet cravings, majority of the times that tells us that our body is craving some fat or that groundedness, right? So if you're having any sweet craving, see to it that you are eating a healthier fat. So ghee is one of the fats that you could eat. If you eat ghee on an everyday basis, you would see a significant reduction in your sweet cravings. So people, after this step, what you guys are going to do is you're going to take a glass jar and take a strainer. So a strainer like this, okay, and then you're going to just strain it out in the glass jar, and that's it. Your ghee is ready. So eat ghee every day to live a happy, healthy, longer life. Okay, and your vitality would increase, your immunity would increase, and you would be, your health would be in an awesome shape. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. I know this video was quite longer than the videos I usually put on my channel, but I would certainly recommend you to watch the video throughout so that you know the right process to make ghee and eat it in the right way. Also, please subscribe to my channel. Whoever who hasn't subscribed to my channel, you're more than welcome to do it. Also, as people are putting up comments and questions, I'm making new videos for them. So please feel free to write anything in the comment section, and I'm more than happy to help you guys with anything. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.